Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for a little more racing here online with us. How's everybody doing tonight?
You put some twang into that.
I did, because I spent a bunch of time in Arkansas last week.
I can't make an appropriate joke at this
no,
juncture.
You can't. No,
please,
you can't.
Please
no, but
try again later.
They can all just involve extra digits. All right, there you go. Problem solved.
Okay.
That solves it.
Okay.
I feel like your two ramblings are lost on me here. What is an Arkansas?
There are many things about Arkansas. The genetics there, family trees tend to become family twigs.
There's one branch.
Yeah, they go straight up, no branches. If you catch my drift.
It's
like being Welsh. It's which, by the way,
motto is.
Do what?
Is their motto? I met my wife on Ancestry.com.
Yes.
No. Well, yes. I like that,
No.
that version. I was going to say I met my wife at the family reunion. That's usually theirs.
Alrighty, so looks like we are getting over to the track already this evening. We are at Termas, down in, oh gosh, that's in, why is my brain?
I'm going to let you flounder.
No, don't do it to me. It's Argentina. Why? Why do you have to do this to me?
I'm gonna have to send you one of Argentine. One of Madonna's hits. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Oh God, no! Oh no! Don't, please, no. Oh, things I could go my whole life without ever hearing again. Dear God.
This could have only been worse if you said, "Oh, it's in Mexico."
It's the same thing, right?
That's the joke.
Suddenly, my apartment is raided by angry Argentinians. And angry Mexicans.
Once again, you can't make appropriate jokes.
What were you saying, Chris?
Is ICE your local authority?
Correct.
Yeah, just call ICE beforehand. Give them a call now.
They don't do anything.
Yeah,
they don't do anything now.
How long ago was it that the current administration went in? That's when they stopped doing
I'm not
things.
going to get into this discussion this evening. This is about motorcycle racing.
This is about motorcycle racing. So, speaking of Moto 3, while we're here, who saw that Moto 3 crash? The second red flag from last weekend.
Dear God, I do not mind the penalty they handed out for that one. I know there were a lot of people that said it was excessive. I don't think so, because those guys are supposed to be training to be our up-and-comers in MotoGP, and you don't do that in GP. That could have killed somebody in the GP class, easily.
Yes, so I see it from both sides. I don't believe it was intentional.
Oh, it was.
I believe he thought he had more room, but still, that was like...
That's the kind of mistake you can't make.
As we see bodies on the ground through the streams.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you're saying that could have killed someone in GP. That could have killed someone in Moto 3.
It could have.
It doesn't have to be in GP.
Absolutely, but I mean, like,
what's his face?
Immediately, I was seeing like a Simoncelli moment. Where, if on the back straight with MotoGP, that would have been pushing almost 200. That might have been 200 at that point on that straight, and that is more chance of killing somebody at that kind of speed.
Oh, of course.
I'm like, yeah.
You catch the one rider that hit the guardrail?
I did not see
Yeah,
that
Costa.
part.
His head is very bouncy, or he hit it with like the hump on his back because he fully mated with that metal barrier, but somehow
Acosta is officially Rubberhead from here on in.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never even noticed that barrier. I've gone down that back
me
street,
too.
I don't even know how many times. I didn't know it existed until I saw it on the video.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's barriers down there. Holy shit, I guess I should be aware of that when I'm rolling the back straight at Coda.
Pro tip, don't hit him.
Yeah, I'm going to avoid that. I'm going to stay away from that. I haven't done it in the past, but... Oof.
Was having a discussion with someone very in the know within the World Superbike paddock today, and they mentioned something that really made me think is how many crashes this year have there been where you see the bike actually come back into the track? Like, it never really happens, and yet this year it's almost guaranteed to happen at every race.
Right. Yeah, that is. That had not occurred to me. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't thought of it.
And so there is more. The reasoning I got to that is, so you know the whole saga around track limits and this green painting stuff
Right.
on the outside. So the problem now is that if they, especially on the little bikes, you have to carry momentum, right? You don't have any horsepower to drive out.
Yeah.
So
and they have the nastiest wrecks in the turn as a result, very often.
Exactly, because they're using as much track as they can. They go out towards the green. They think, oh no, I'm going to hit the green. I don't want to get my lap invalidated. And so carry on turning. The rear slips out on that green because there's no grip, and that's why they swing back into the track.
Right. So the thinking is it's younger riders just starting to push that limit a lot of the time because they're afraid of the new track limits, and that winds up throwing the tail out and putting the bike pointing back into the track as the wreck happens.
Yeah. And then you have everyone piling into said bike in the middle of the track.
That is interesting thinking, and it definitely fits with one of those, oh, we put this new rule in, and here's the unintended consequences that are going to result in people getting hurt. That does make a ton of sense.
And there's been as many theories on how to rectify it as there are on whether the vaccine is worthwhile or not. And that's probably the most valid thinking behind it that I've heard so far.
Yeah, no, that does sound reasonable. I can't argue against that.
But yeah, anyway, we missed Hines getting his usual quick lap in. Let's see if he improves it this time.
Yep. And sitting back behind him, it's good to see one-handed. Oh, Smokey having a bit of an off there, but one-handed sitting a second and a half back, putting himself in second already this evening. I hope we get to see him keep up that kind of pattern tonight. Hazard, good to see him as always. Do what?
Do y'all want to hear the best news of the day?
Just an unusually big gap between everyone tonight.
Yeah, I think everybody's just getting kind of warmed up. Hello there, Jesus Freak. Good to see you there, bro.
Do y'all want to hear the best news of the day?
What's that?
We're going to have to restart qualifying.
Why? What's up?
Voss dropped.
I did see him join, actually.
Yeah, so hold on. Well, give me just a minute. I'm going to go do some back-end stuff.
Okay. All right. We'll see what they wind up doing there. But yes, it was... Oh, I'll go ahead and go through it. So Veritech out there. Met him this last week in person for the first time at GP here. Really cool to meet him. Good dude. We've got Bigfoot tonight. Jixbuff. Good to see both of them back. Bichon. Hey, this is like 2 races in a row. Good to see him out. Sam Crow back as always. We see him out a lot. Smokey, good to see him again. Game Stopper. And early in the season, he was kind of sounding like he wasn't necessarily going to be consistent. He had the wild card, but here he is at another race. So good to see him out. And Jackulus back as always.
Well, that crash matters not due to the restart we're about to do.
Okay. All right. So we are going to restart due to a drop.
Confidence boosting nonetheless for Al to get himself up to within half a second.
Yeah.
Means with the restart that you just go in a little bit of confidence.
And Al was out there as well this week. Though I've met Al many times before. He's a cool bro.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, so for those listening who have no idea what you're talking about, obviously it was COTA this weekend and you guys all met up, right?
Yes, of course. I came back from Arkansas in time to catch all the parties that were going on around it, and we wound up meeting several of the folks, especially out at the big party at AF1 for Aprilia. Strangely enough, Aprilia throws like the best party in town during GP because of the fact that their flagship dealer for the U.S. is here in Austin. As a matter of fact, it's one of the few places in the U.S. I would own an Aprilia as a result. And they'll have,
just dude, their sport's awesome.
Yeah. Like their whole staff is really good, and the way they treat you is pretty awesome. And on top of that, like they'll have when they have their big party here, like the CEO of Aprilia has shown up a few times. I don't know if he was there this time. Like it's crazy how big they do that thing up. It's one of the best parties they have there ever.
Marcos Ramirez, the Moto2 rider, showed up. That was neat. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see him there. Oh wait, no, I did. Never mind. What are you
wearing? I was gonna say you definitely did, but we'll pretend you did.
What, he wearing like the tie-dye or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, no, that was the one that
not leave an impression on you. Because you were saying, was it Hines? You said
Hines tried to approach him.
Yeah.
Hines tried.
Yeah.
Hines, what was it? Hines was asking. He would
join the league.
Join the league.
Yeah, join the league. Yes.
He tried to get him to join the league.
Yes. Yeah. And we got turned down. But you know what? Good, props to Hines for having the balls to walk up there and ask.
Doc Hazard
If you don't ask, you don't know.
Mm-hmm. I know it hasn't. Medusa does it again. We just tell him tough. He's sitting on the back row.
We told him that's what he gets for owning a Ducati
Oh,
and a
why?
Kawasaki.
Why?
I said, and a Kawasaki.
Oh, okay.
So seeing it spelt like that, it's baffling me. I can't figure this out. Is it Medusa or Med USA?
It's Medusa.
It's Medusa.
Yeah. If you ever saw the tank of, I think it's $11.99 he actually has Medusa painted on the tank, airbrushed. Unlike where you would have a tank protector.
I don't know what the significance is.
I don't know, and I haven't asked. I'm kind of
He
scared.
likes snakes and he likes women.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of why he wants a snake lady near his balls.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've heard of big balls, I've heard of heavy balls, I've never heard of stone balls.
Maybe that's it. Medicated USA, maybe, possibly, very possibly. Hazard,
Starts out here pouring himself out for a fan base.
Yeah, you know how it goes, Hazard. If they cheer for you, you lose. That's how it works on this stream. You don't want them in your garage, bro. You will wind up regretting it. I'm telling you, I warned these guys. Don't take the things that are going to make you regret it. Hines already perturbed.
Do the things that is going to make you regret it.
Yes, Hines already perturbed.
When is he not perturbed? That's an honest question.
Wait, why? He's not in the Camera Workers channel. Is he having problems with... Okay, what's going on here? Why am I seeing a mention of me?
Where?
Bobby.
All right, you figure that out, and we'll keep talking.
I'm seeing mention of me in the general channel. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what I did.
It was probably an everyone call out.
No. It's just referencing me and you.
Oh.
Can't believe you forgot about me. Okay.
I would just see if I can get inside Heinz's head with his name. This one.
Oh, Greg, your stuff's cutting out again. How annoying. You give your connection a kick.
Yeah, I think, again, that's because I'm sending messages, so maybe I need to stop.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Is your connection that sad?
It works in some places in my house and doesn't in other places. It is the weirdest, most spontaneous thing I've ever come across.
Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you.
Since they're increasing your taxes, are they increasing your cell coverage?
He's one of the only people still on a 3G plan. Just don't let him fool you.
Yeah, may as well be at this point. Like, it says 4G, but I think they just misprinted.
Yeah, that's all it is.
You don't have that 5G over there?
No, that gives you COVID.
Slowly rolling it out.
Alex
The problem
Jones
was we sold
reassured
all
me.
the contracts.
Alex Jones reassured me that gives you COVID. It's what the Bilderbergs put in place for the 5G.
So the UK sold its 5G installation contract to the Chinese, and then the Chinese turned out to be bad, and they backed out of the deal, and now they have no one to supply it.
What, Chinese constructed things don't work very well? Huh, why,
yeah, I was about to say, let me pretend to be shocked. Gasp.
As you will see later, China is number one. I have made a special helmet for my induction into the Chinese mafia.
If it does not have Winnie the Pooh on it, I will be very disappointed.
How long have I got?
That is the perfect answer.
Wonderful. All right, we are back over to the track. We're going to give this one more try. Fortunately, we usually have enough time to handle one or two minor issues like this. So we are good.
One or two? I think we're on 5 or 6 already.
No. We did actually start more or less on time-ish. So we are okay. Derek, you don't get to decide that, sir. That is not your choice.
I think we just lost another racer.
Oh my god.
Yep, please hold.
If everybody would please. Oh my god. Yes, we lost. We lost one-handed. No, he's there. Who is missing?
Looks like GameStopper, maybe? Oh no, he's there. He's
yeah, he is. I need to keep better track of who I'm seeing on there.
Okay, so we lost Derek.
No.
They're going to have to create a new lobby, start all over again, do all that fun stuff.
Okay.
And we're going to move to 5-minute qualifying.
All right. Yeah, weather is extra variable tonight since we have restarting a handful of times. That is correct, Hazard. That is the entire reason we're doing it, just to make the weather unpredictable.
It's always Moto 3. Like, the first race, it ended before it ended. Now it's in qualifying.
I can't believe that they went back to the first red flag for placing. I'm being beckoned.
Be back. Yeah, that was a little odd. But then again, I mean, I cannot remember a time at COTA that we've had that many red flags in any of the races, to be honest with you.
They did explain within the rules where it states what it was, and it was because the race 2 didn't complete enough distance.
Oh,
so it went back to the provisional result of race 1.
That makes sense.
Okay, so here's where we're at. We are gonna move to that 5-minute qualifying. However, we are going to allow flying lap start.
I was about to say
the short qualifying.
Yeah, I was about to say we can't require pit in, pit out if we're going to do a 5 minute. So that is fine.
Yes, we can. We'll just be nice though.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's no, we can't. Like literally,
this
that's
is
where
the People's Republic of Searle.
No, we can't. The people's yes. We're a democracy, so long as you don't mind us dictating.
Yes, we're democracy. There will be tanks at the places of polling.
Yes.
But we're democracy.
There will be only one option on the forms.
No, there will be 2. One will be capitalized. One will be all lowercase.
Oh, okay. Vote only for the capitals.
Failure to
talking
vote.
of red flags in junior classes, World White was this weekend as well.
Oh yes.
They don't televise all the classes, especially the practice and qualifying. But again, from my source within the paddock, the 300 World Supersport 300, which is of course the junior entry category, their qualifying practice consisted of all 43 riders going out on track at the same time, not even getting around to start a lap, and the session being red flagged because all 43 of them were dawdling on the racing line. So the FIM pulled them in, red flagged the session, told them all off, and then sent them all back out again.
That's some Searle level of petty.
No, that's ruining racing by having a track day.
It's a conga line. They were doing round robin. The FIM is useless. I'm just going to go ahead and say it now.
Jane, we're just making jokes here. We do not talk about politics.
No, we talk about politics, but in a way that can't be truly construed as talking politics.
We make ricocheting like glances into it, and we're just taking shots at people.
Literally shooting from the hip.
Yep. Hazard asking,
it's been mostly at China.
How was the vacation? Did you ride some bikes? I did not take all three of the bikes I wanted to take. I wound up only taking the Ducati and the KTM, which I have the Ducati Super Sport S. I have a KTM Duke 390. I really wanted to take the Rocket 3, the new one, the 2020 that I just grabbed, but I had never taken my van on a trip that long. It's got over 200,000 miles on it, and I had doubts, especially taking it through mountains. So why not just taking those two? That being said, I was on the bike almost every single day. The weather was 70 degrees and gorgeous the entire time. Found roads that we had not done before that I very promptly griped at my buddy for and told him he'd been holding out on me for the past 3 or 4 years. It was awesome. I would really love at some point to get a larger group to go up from like ASO or something like that. Like, we really need to take a bigger group up there. It is a lot of fun. That being said, for the event, here is the problem with it. I think the event that I was up there for is going to die because it's so heavily centered around like the Harley and cruiser community that it will die because everybody in that community is getting old. So I would love to start.
That's why you needed to show up with the Rocket.
Well, partly the Rocket. Partly also I would love to start bringing more younger riders up there to start taking the event over so that we could start getting sponsors in that aren't just Harley and Indian. Like, I would love to see, the other bike manufacturers up there. I'd love to change the nature of rallies like that and start getting, a bigger crowd of different, like more. God, I hate to use the word these days. A more diverse crowd of motorcycles,
Shut your mouth.
I know, that's a dirty word.
This is Searle. We don't have diversity.
Yeah. Why am I not getting audio?
Reading between the lines there, basically the problem is that you had people coming off couches into walking frame.
Yes. It's true. Well, the other problem is, too, like, because of the fact that they're on those couches, I can actually throw a couch into the turn, and I've actually managed on ASO rides to pass sport bike riders on a couch, going very, very quick. But at least once every year on these, they're really well maintained, so there's literally no excuse for it, but they are kind of small mountain roads up there. At least once a year I come across being stuck on the roads because of a wreck. This time there was like 3 or 4 times that happened. It's like, by the time I get done, I remember why I hate Harleys so much. I don't like Harleys just because of the Harleys themselves. I hate Harleys because of the people that are a fan of Harleys. They don't have to ride them worth a damn. They're nice people. They're wonderful people. I don't hate them as people. I don't even hate the bikes. I just don't like them. It's just when you put the two together, it's just the worst thing to be around, especially on really good roads.
Roots.
I've never been a fan. Yeah, like you said, the people who ride them are very lovely and pleasant.
Oh, yeah.
The bike itself and the concept,
they're garbage.
I've never been a fan.
Yeah, no, they're absolutely. Well, there's a reason. The reason I have the Rocket is literally, number one, I tried one at a Triumph dealer day, and I could not quit giggling the entire time. The first time I ever tried one, it was just like, oh my god, this is hilarious. No cruiser should go this fast. But at the same time, I'm kind of comfy, which made no sense to me. And then the new one got even better in pretty much literally every single one. So I'm like, okay, that bike, I totally understand it. The other bike in that category that totally makes sense in a similar way is the VMAX from Yamaha. It's the same way. But other than that, yeah, I'm like, no, You couldn't get me on a regular cruiser. When I've tried them, I've hated every moment of being on them. I don't even think
Stopped making that VMAX, didn't they?
They were selling them last year, but I have not seen any on the floor this year. They weren't making them in very big numbers. So, I am not sure. Ooh, look at that. Hines, like, really consistent with where he was, and one-handed, literally putting himself that same just under a half a second behind him again.
Yeah, so I think
VMAX's current production. I just looked it up.
Okay.
Hines had set a 46.7 previously, so
yes.
he gone 2/10 quicker, and then Al went 3/10 quicker as well. And Al's just set a orange first sector as well, so
yep,
he's still improving.
Yeah, he's looking really good.
That's good to see.
Yep. Jixbuff, again, one of our newer guys. This is his second race. He's already out there putting third in qualifying here. With Medusa 0.1 seconds off of him, so I don't know. Maybe it was worth getting him back in. I don't know. We'll see. Hazard and Veritech running next to each other there. Bigfoot pretty close. Game Stopper pretty close. And now the rest of the field looking pretty close there. You got Sam Crow, you got Jackulus, and then Smokey having a little trouble getting started there, but I'm betting we'll see him speed up. He hasn't been bad previously, so I'm suspecting he'll get it. He may not have practiced as much this time. We'll see. Sean yet to set a time with a minute remaining.
You can do it.
Stopper woke up. He was 15 seconds up in the first session.
Yeah.
He was only 3, so 12 seconds. Probably just opened his eyes more.
Yeah. Is that what we're thinking there? He was just tired.
Yeah. Well, he did ask if we could get it going, so we then fell asleep.
That's fair. That is entirely fair.
So Hines has set 2 red sectors now.
Oh, Lordy, is he going to do it again? Oh.
Meanwhile,
Hines goes
elsewhere,
slower.
Jixbuff got himself a little bit closer. He's only 0.003 off one-handed. That's close.
Oh, wow. That is. Okay, I'm looking forward to this fight for the podium night. Medusa puts himself, oh my god, only about 0.15 seconds behind all of that, or 0.14 or so. Wow. Okay, we might have us a race this evening, I suspect.
Yeah. Well, it depends what Hines is going to do here on his last lap, because that's the 3rd red sector and through the final corner. Yeah, just completely obliterates Devil.
Oh, wow.
Puts another half a second into it.
Oh, wow. 145. You know what was, like early on, Hines was one of the ones also complaining about how rough the new game was. A lot of y'all were, and yet here he is, just knocking out the top of it. It often seems like a big key to this game. Once you've learned the tracks, even in previous versions of the game, once you understand all the circuits, it's just okay. Now that I've got the new physics, if you can get them, oh wow!
Oh my god!
What is the physics engine doing? Oh,
how?
Oh.
That was not avoidable.
That
That
was very good. Get off the race line, boys. Let him. Oh, they're probably in auto drive at this point.
Look, this is a official announcement for the league. Helicopters are not allowed on the track.
I know, right?
If you could refrain from doing that, we would greatly appreciate it.
That is a fair announcement. Race prediction from Two Plane here. Someone takes out Hines first corner. One-handed first. Fight with Medusa. Jixbuff. Hazard. Veritech. Bigfoot for the rest of the podium. Jane, are you trying to curse half the field? Is that what you're up to?
If somebody takes out Hines in the first corner, we're never going to hear the end of it. Please don't.
No,
please don't.
Just do it. Just do it.
Do it.
Hines set the pace early on and betted it. Got himself pole from one-handed. Jixbuff, Medusa, Stock Hazard, Devaratech on rounding up row 2. Yep. And then Bigfoot, Game Stopper, and Sam Crow. Jackalus, Bashan, and Smokey. Smokey kind of interesting there. Like, I know he's quicker than that. He was quick in guitar, but got unlucky. So, to be 8 seconds off is a bit unlike him.
Yeah, that's a surprise. That actually is. I'm hoping he speeds up during the race, though he does have other classes this evening, so maybe he practices another class, maybe something like that. We'll see what he does.
Possibly.
That's the best thing about racing. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I think touch on what happened with Hines was he came in, moaned about the game. Karina force-fed him a spoonful of man the fuck up, and now he's quick.
And Craig successfully has his first F-bomb on stream. There we go.
It was
you don't get to blame me for that one.
I'm not even mad. I'm really not even mad.
By the way, Rocha vanished completely. Did his connection just die? Neither him or Coco in the other channel either. I try to avoid too much.
They've probably got
do what?
They've got my internet connection, so
it's entirely
quite
possible.
possibly.
It's entirely possible. Alrighty, so we are getting ready to start our first race of the evening. We do apologize, by the way, folks, that we missed last week. That was some weird, unavoidable, holy crap, everything went wrong consequences. So we do apologize.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting.
Yeah, I was like, wait, how did we have everything fail that badly? I'm like, I announced my vacation like a month and a half ahead of time to everybody. I'm like, I'm going to miss that race. Cool, we're all going to miss it too. Great. Good call.
Well, mine wasn't planned, but, you know.
Stop doing that.
That's the goal, right?
Make your life more predictable. Shit. What's wrong with you? Oh, really? Oh, restream. Why do you have to be stupid? Whatever. I was trying to take a look at our statistics for this evening, and Restream is coming back and going, yeah, I'm not going to show you shit.
Nice.
Thanks, Restream. I appreciate that. Just remember.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say Medusa is going to be the dark horse in this race. Not that he isn't, with his form, that he can technically be classified as a dark horse. He is the reigning champion, but I think he's been practicing a lot of late.
Is that why? Yeah, he didn't show up for anything at GP this weekend. There have been suspicions that all he was doing was practicing. And we are off for our first race of the evening. Hines having a really good start. Jixbuff managing to hang on to that second. Look at Medusa working his way. Woo, Jixbuff very wide into turn one. And Craig, you might be right. Medusa immediately into second. Looking very solid. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of weird latency.
That was interesting.
Yeah. I've noticed a little bit of jerkiness all evening coming from our director. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Who is that way off in the grass there? Was that Game Stopper, I think?
That's a lot of long lap penalties.
And I was just about to say Stock Hazard got an amazing start until he decided to sample some gravel.
Ooh. Got a good taste of it, huh? That is too bad. Oh, wow.
What's happened to one-handed?
I do not know. He's
50 seconds behind on the start-finish straight.
Yeah, no, Jane is right. I think he's just sitting.
Yeah, we're red flagging this race.
Yeah, I think that's got to be called. Is that Al having his little glitch? One of the MotoGP glitches.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's going on there.
Yeah, Al never moved, is what it kind of looks like.
Okay. All right. Well, wow, we're just going to have lots of issues this evening.
I was going to say, Al had a pretty terrible start. It did also look like Hines jumped the start. His start was that good.
Yeah. No, there were no penalties, so I'm betting that was clean. So I'm wondering if it was Al had a case where his controller decided to screw up or something like that. I know that his arrangement tends to be a little unreliable here and there.
No, we've seen it before in this game where you'll sit there and you're just tapping the rev limiter and not moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't that happen in the first race, actually?
Yes.
Did it? Who did that happen to?
I think it was Coco in the Moto 2.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we... yeah. Milestone. Come on, guys. Help. Please.
Now Hines will get taken out for the real race.
Okay.
Jane's still
Fingers
pushing
crossed.
that narrative.
Jane off to the side, running nothing but propaganda.
He'd make a great politician.
Oh, man.
I think come the MotoGP, if it hasn't happened, Jane's going to take it upon himself to make sure it happens.
Do it.
Oh, boy. Oh, Jane. What is Jane? Does Jane get to be the Palpatine of the league? That needs to be louder. That's way too quiet.
That particular one is too quiet.
Yeah, it's way too quiet.
A couple of the other ones are louder. Like,
you need a nice loud. Do it. I even hear.
yeah. Let me see if I can change the.
I'm getting tired of going back to the standby screen. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Stop
same.
screwing the game up. I'm not even blaming our racers. This is a really buggy game.
Hines, don't swear. You're in here.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So Albert was having issues. He's not the only one. We're all kind of having issues right now.
Yeah.
But Albert could not even get off the line. The game was messing. So we
Basically
red
like
flag to
happened
see
with
if that
Coco?
works. Say again.
Basically, what happened with Coco last time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're gonna. So we tried to red flag. That didn't work. So he's restarting his system and coming back online. We're gonna do this 35% distance, no qualification crew. He's gonna put everybody in the correct order.
Okay. All right. That will work. So that'll take us a brief moment while we get everybody together. You know, boys, what we should have done was put together some material for discussion. But that obviously now. We have been discussing it. I will mention that to the audience. Earlier this evening, before we started the race, I mentioned in our kind of admin chat thing that we do want to work on starting to do some pre-race content. Unfortunately, we are not prepared this evening. I was like, okay, yeah, there needs to be some discussion of some real-world motorcycle stuff and, you know, maybe discussions of how the season is going thus far, but obviously with only one race done. And we can't even seem to complete another one this evening. There really wouldn't have been much of that to do this evening. But we are going to go ahead and work on that probably for future races. I don't know of next, but I would say at least the one after next. Maybe next. We'll see. Jane, that was uncalled for by me. My game freezes 5% of the time. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. All this cause one hand. Hazard. Why you gotta be so harsh, bro?
It was true when you said it about Voss. It's not true about Bear, though.
We just let Voss eat it every time, no matter what it is.
Yep.
That's fair. I'm down with that.
So hey, let's try this one. See if this worked. Do it.
Hey, that's better-ish.
I could make it louder.
He's innocent. It's the game. Ah, yes. Oh wait, I got one subject while we wait here. I'm sure this will be near and dear to Nick's heart. So the new Speed Triple 1200 Double R, yes or no? What do you think?
I need to ride it first.
What do you think just looking at it?
I mean, honestly, my feelings are so hurt by its existence that I haven't looked at it too much. But let me pull it up right now.
Why are your feelings hurt? I mean, you could
Because I won't buy one.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I mean, like, there's already a 1200 right now. Like, you can go ride the regular 1200. All it's going to change is clip-ons and a fairing.
The front fairing,
Yeah.
The rest of it, I'm about.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of like, I look at it and I go, I can't justify this when, number one, the Thruxton exists, which looks better with that kind of fairing, and number two, you've already got a 1200 speed triple that's just fine. I'm like, I don't see the need for this necessarily. I wanted them to bring back either turn that into the 1200 Daytona, or if they're going to be like, oh, we're going to put a fairing on something with bars that aren't like really low, then just make a new Sprint with a 1200, please. Thank you.
I'll want to ride this, and looking at it, it does look like it's got the classic speed triple Brembo set up on there.
Oh, yeah.
Nice rear shock, nice forks.
Yeah.
So if it retains my whole thing with it is it's, yes, you can sit upright on a bike that is truly a sport bike. It's not an FZ, right? It's not an MT10 or a 09 or whatever that has abysmal suspension and brakes. It actually is perfectly balanced, the chassis. So long as it's retained that, I'll be happy with it and support it. And it still has the single-sided swing arm, which is amazing. So that's my crappy opinion. Is as long as it still works really well as a performance machine, I'm okay with it.
Here for folks that don't know why I'm laughing, Greg in our chat channel decides to post potential topics. I'm reading through them real fast, and the one that he puts on there is Hines shaved his legs for extra speed.
Oh, I helped him.
Yeah, I will neither confirm or deny whether that is fact. But I heard
He's just he's
the rumor.
yeah. He's taking the
And Karina did mention to me she had to buy a new razor. So.
it's just. Oh boy! See, that one's too quiet too. He's putting those rumors in there like he's running one of the British tabloids or something there. I
will neither confirm nor deny whether I tapped Hines' face.
Oh boy! You keep up that level of scandal, and you're going to find yourself chasing down royalty and having them like get in a wreck and die. I know for the UK it's still too soon. I don't care. So we're going to give this one more shot. Please, gods of Milestone, bless us with a race we can actually finish without getting disconnected or having something stupid happen. Please.
Hey, Chris, give me a sound check on this. Is that any louder?
It cut out the moment you hit the button for some reason.
Pathetic.
Yeah.
Are you professional or not?
See, that one works.
Yeah, that one's great.
Hey, does this one work?
I'm glad that one cuts out a lot.
It's annoying. That's why I like it.
It really is.
So, on the topic of are we professional or not?
Oh, God.
This is the Moto3 race, sponsored by Secondhand Motorsports.
Yes.
Is that correct?
My man.
He gets it.
The lovely sponsors.
Yes. Mr. Rocha, who was trying to work one of our cameras earlier, but vanished.
No idea who the company is or where they're based, but...
they are here in Austin. That is by our very own lovely Jonathan Rocha, who was earlier trying to operate one of our cameras, but vanished, and I'm not quite sure why. They do secondhand motorcycles and parts. Whatever you need here in the Austin area. Ooh! It looks like Medusa, even though he got a great start on Hines, jumped the gun and has 2 long lap penalties. Ditto for Bigfoot, who just crashed and finds himself to the back of the pack.
Ooh.
Gonna hurt.
That's a lot of long laps.
Jane's prediction true. Jixbuff got close to Hines there. Ooh, now that
what is going on?
I think that was a latency thing. I noticed a lot of latency in that. I think we're getting a lot of it this evening. I'm blaming Facebook.
Is Hines waiting for Medusa?
You're blaming Facebook. No, he ran off. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened. I'm noticing a lot of bumpy bumps.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like to say that is an admission of guilt.
He dropped himself back, though, so I'm not going to be a dick about it.
I don't know what's happening.
Hines isn't winning. That's all you need to know.
Nothing's changed.
Oh my god.
He's not, and Stock Hazard's in second.
The latency is ridiculous this evening. I am not sure what's going on there. Okay, let's see if Coco's getting a
blame
little
Facebook.
Yeah, I'm going to blame Facebook too, even though they have nothing to do with this. Looking at
So
Hazard.
Hines opted to drop himself back after crashing out Boss. That's what happened.
That is fair. I'm not going to be angry about that. You
Voss,
can see Jane
Bigfoot,
cheering loud for Hazard there.
Sam.
Well, now he's going to crash.
Crow. Don't do it to him. I love the mullet. The mullet's got a strong stock.
I had forgotten about that nickname for Hazard this season. Yes, he is the mullet. And it is amazing. Wow, the latency this evening is just trash.
Yeah. Again, I blame Facebook.
I suspect that has been part of our problems that we've had. It's been the result of this entire mess. So,
Senor Zuckerberg is to blame.
Senor Zuckerberg? Is that how we're going to put it now? Senor?
That's way too respectful.
Senor Zuckerberg.
Not put enough peso in the meter, and now we have this.
Is that how it works? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh lordy. I have no words for that. Oh boy. Whew. Well, at least it makes me giggle.
So Buff hasn't checked out, but I think one hand has just made the move stick on Stock Hazard. I was just going to say, Al needs to get himself up in front of Stock Hazard if he wants to make some inroads on GSX Buff.
Absolutely.
And he's done that.
Yep.
So he should now see if he can close down.
That was an interesting line.
To the Buffster. Is that Bichon or Hines? I can't tell. The bikes both look the same.
Oh, that is Bichon there. Because currently we do have a...
So Hines with a lot of work to do now.
Yes, he will. Currently sitting back in fourth. Oh. He's going to have to chase down. Now, I'll bet he can get Hazard, but the One-Handed and Jixbuff are both going to be a challenge there. They were
Derek goes down.
Oh, no!
He was doing pretty well there, too.
Yeah. Jixbuff and
Stock Hazard crashed as well.
One-Handed were only half a second off of Hines' time. He manages to get past Bichon, but I think now this is where it's going to get really challenging for him to pass what we have there. I think that's going to be really rough for him. So we'll see if he can make that one happen.
Stock Hazard looking to be no business at the front and just all party at the back of that crash.
So I have to redact one of my statements here. It was not Derek that crashed, it was Jay.
Okay.
Indeed, Jane. Indeed, I think Medusa's fallen back a bit trying to take the long lap and not doing it successfully, which is why because him and Heinz were together and now they're about 4 or 5 seconds apart.
Medusa had, like I said, it was an incredibly good start, but it was like immediately long lap 2. It was like, yeah, you jumped it. You're kind of stuck there.
So
But attempting it and screwing it up, that would be
unfortunately
absolutely ridiculous.
They were looking at it from the mullet's point of view. He is doing his...
He's put himself in a good battle, though, despite the crash.
Yep. Right on Veritek's tail with Deshaun right out in front of him. So that fight there for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Looking pretty exciting. Meanwhile, I've got our other boys up on the screen there.
Oh, big old glitch.
Yep. Jixbuff managing to maintain 2.8 seconds out ahead of one-handed and continuing to hold on to it. It doesn't look like he's going to stretch it out, but I don't think he's going to lose that lead either. Meanwhile, Heinz trying to chase. Oh, nice pass by Hazard there. That was pretty.
Sean's a little all over the place in front of him, so we'll see how he manages with that.
Yep.
It could be that latency as well, though.
Yep. Oh my God! On the candy stripes. I am going to
for the whole track. He's going to use it.
I know, right? But he paid for it in the next start. Oh no! Oh, Veritek was doing all right, then just bumps in, and I'm betting that's part of the latency this evening. Bumps into Hazard.
That's really hard to say who caused that one.
Yep. I'm gonna
Maybe
have
want
to
bet
call
and
that.
get a protest.
I'm gonna call that one a latency and/or race incident. From what I could see there.
So, unfortunately, with the physics in this game, that is just what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to happen. If you're the rider on the inside and you make contact, you're the one who's going to go. The inside rider always goes down, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, Jack Miller didn't go down from that this weekend.
No, he did not. He too busy thinking about them shoeies.
So that brings up another point here. What was the donut bet? A shoey is like, that's kind of gross. I don't want to do that. Eating a donut? What the?
I didn't hear anything about that.
Marquez had a bet to eat a donut on the podium if he won. I don't. That's like a treat. That's not a bet.
I don't know. All I have to say is Viva Miller, baby.
I was so excited for him.
Oh, I love Miller. He makes me laugh. That's enough for me to be a fan.
Like when he tries to start fights in the middle of the track.
Oh, dude. I thought he was about to drag Rins down onto the pavement. He was mad, bro. Like, big mad. Granted, Rins kind of deserved it.
Fully got hold of that. He fully got hold of that chin strap.
He did.
He really did. I want to know how that didn't end in an immediate fight.
Because Rins realized he had screwed up. Like, that's the only... Like, Rins was like, no, that's fair. I'm not going to be angry about that.
Looks like everybody's figured out their lives for the most part, down to one long lap penalty. Oh my God, that's some latency.
Yes. It is nasty this evening. It is not as bad as when we wound up canceling the end of our first season, but don't get me wrong, I suspect it's not necessarily Milestone's fault. I think there's some interesting things happening on the internet right now. Like
there's some effery afoot.
Yes. As much as I'm joking about, I blame Facebook, it may actually be related to all that. Meanwhile, we are on the penultimate lap. Yes, that's right. I remembered it.
Get your bingo cards out, ladies. We'll take another one off the list.
I almost forgot about the bingo.
Gaps kind of yo-yoing between Jixbuff and one-handed. He had it down as low as 2.2, and now it's got itself back up to 2.8. So Jixbuff, I think, controlling it. Heinz, though, for all the speed that he had in qualifying, has not been able to bridge the gap to one-handed in Jixbuff. Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to give him the commentator's curse or anything.
No. There's one person we don't want to be
Good
cursing
pass by
of, so
Voss.
one-handed.
Oh, that was
But this-
solid. Hazard, unfortunately, just a little high. But that being said, Hazard has actually run a really good race this time.
What are these little cheese?
Yeah, they're kind of frustrating. So currently sitting behind Hazard here. Like I said, he's had a great
Oh,
race.
big news. Bashan is out of fuel.
Oh, no, Bashan! No, as we watch him fall back. Oh, bro, that is just... Oh, what a tragedy coming into the final lap. Dude, you hate to see that. Ugh. He just had it all timed wrong.
Well, you gotta have fuel
Yep.
if you want to finish the race.
Yeah, they kind of need it. So, I believe he was running 7th, so Veritek there, or 6th, excuse me. So Veritek taking that place. GameStopper moving up there as well. Jackulus, Bigfoot, and Samcro all getting a step up on that one, but we still... Medusa still has a long lap penalty to deal with, and he's 11 seconds back off of Hines. So he's going to have to put some more distance between him and Hazard, and I don't think I think Hazard might snag himself a fourth here.
He very well may. Medusa's either looking at a successful long lap or a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, and even with a successful, it'll still probably be 2 seconds. I don't think he's going to hold on to fourth. I think Hazard might snag that for himself.
Yeah, Medusa's just missed the entry, so he's not taking that. He's going to take the time penalty.
Oh, man. So his
For-
gamble
for the
now,
long
yeah.
lap.
His gamble now is he has to cross his fingers that Hazard makes a mistake, but Hazard is slowly catching up to him, it looks like. I don't think he's going to get what he hopes for there.
No.
Did we lose another racer? I think we lost another racer.
Looks like we lost Smokey's Titan.
No!
We lost Smokey.
Did he run out of fuel? Or did he disconnect?
I did not notice. And I do not have his stream, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't have an answer on this, but I'm going to go try to find one.
All right.
So, I don't think anyone put in a prediction of Jixbuff to win.
No, but
A lot of predictions for one-handed.
I know, but Jixbuff hasn't been slow anytime we've had him on. Okay, so Smokey actually, if he was off, it was before Bashan. He either got disconnected or ran out of fuel.
Yeah, I don't have an answer at this time.
Looks like both of them
We'll
had
figure
some
that
kind
out.
of issue. Yep, and so we had Jixbuff one-handed and Hines on the podium. Hines barely making it back there, and look at that. Hazard takes a fourth out of that. Not a bad showing. Because of the fact that Medusa never took his second long lap penalty. GameStopper, Veritek, Jackulus, Bigfoot. Who else did we have? Oh, I don't remember who was it. I think Sam Crow took 10th on that one. Yeah, that would have been Sam Crow took 10th on that one. My tiny announcer brain managed to remember what happened there. Yeah, the long
No,
lap.
it didn't. You wrote it down.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, it's not. I managed to remember it. I'm so proud.
Did you have a banana pre-stream?
That's how you help your muscles, not your brain. Explains a lot about you.
The brain's just a muscle.
I was tapped out. What,
Shape muscle.
what did you say you did pre-stream?
No, not that.
He ate a banana.
Oh, a
He
banana?
confessed. I've got it on tape.
Hey, potassium is important to the function of the brain. This is science.
Oh, boy. So that's it for our first race of the evening. We finally got it done. Running a little bit behind here. We'll probably be about 5 minutes. We'll be back with qualifying for Moto 2 here at Termas. Our first round on Moto 3 brought to you by Secondhand Moto, dealing in, of course, secondhand parts and motorcycles here in the Austin area. Brought to you by our very own Jonathan Rocha. So glad to have him helping us out here. So that'll be it for our first race. We'll be back extremely quickly here with our second race. Thanks for watching, folks. Stick around. Alrighty, folks, we are back and about ready to start our second qualifying. I am looking forward to this. Saw Smokey there heading to bed for the evening. Good night, Smokey. We will have to have a discussion with you about some stuff that happened during the previous race, but...
Silencio.
Silencioing for the moment.
Sir. You. But back to
I'm just
Moto2 brought to you
it.
by Max Motorsports.
Yes. Oh, for some reason, your stuff's cutting out now. Yes, Moto2 being brought to you by Mass Motorsports this evening. These guys make awesome custom leathers. They were a sponsor brought in by our own Nick J. It's been cool that he brought them in. And we haven't yet established what the prizes from are, but I know last season they wound up giving, custom gloves to our top finisher, so that was kind of awesome. Hopefully they will have an equally awesome prize available this season.
Who picked those gloves up, by the way?
Do what?
Didn't pay attention to the prize giving chat. Who picked the gloves up?
Well,
Like,
those
who-
were.
who-
I
who-
think those were. I think they assigned that just to first place. So I think that was Mac got those.
Yeah.
So,
You know full well that Mac is going to be playing MotoGP in those gloves.
I mean, who wouldn't? If I had one of them, I would. I absolutely would. As a matter of fact, Mac, if you're listening, we expect to see footage of that. Simply, if only so that the sponsor can be proud. And also so everybody can be amused. So, Jackulus out here, obviously, like last season, he was only running Moto 3, but we do have him out here for this one. Hines, Sam Crow, Bishan, Jixbuff, Hazard, One-Handed, Veritech, Coco being traded out for Smokey, Bigfoot, Oddball being traded out for, who else? GameStopper? No, GameStopper is here. I don't know who we traded for Oddball. I've forgotten.
So,
I am bad at this. Sam Crow.
I'm back with more fun
No,
facts.
I'm stupid. What? More fun facts.
D. Veritech forgot to change his bike, so he's on a Moto 3 bike.
Veritech, bro.
Please hold.
Why did he even allow you to do that? What? What are you doing, Italy? What are you doing? Why does that feature even exist?
Medusa is the replacement that Oddball has taken. Oddball
Yes.
Medusa
You're correct.
electing to not compete this year. I cheated. I looked at the championship standings.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, so the official race direction decision is we're not restarting for somebody that forgot to change their bike.
Fair.
That's on you, boo-boo.
Yep.
Sorry, but everybody else had to choose their bike.
Yes. Though I have to admit, why the hell does the game allow you to do that? I mean, I can't even... don't get me wrong, if you have like an open class, okay, yeah, I can see where you put together an open class, pick what you want, but we're not running something like that. Ooh, what was going on there? Little contact between One-Handed and Jackulus, but I am betting that's due to the same latency we've been having issues with all evening.
All right,
could,
Chris.
Could also just be a difference in pace, and One-Handed caught up to him quicker than he thought he was. And
That is
had
entirely possible.
to back up.
All right, Chris, we got a race decision direction to put in.
Okay.
And we can do this one on stream, and Hades will take your opinion as well. If there's a Moto 3 bike on the Moto 2 field, should it be black flagged, or should it just be comically in last place?
I'm going to let them suffer. I'm all for letting people that do something dumb suffer the embarrassment.
So, I am as well. Closing speeds on the fast sections are going to be a problem, and if it then takes out a top-performing rider.
All right, then let's say this way. On the fast sections, they need to get the hell off the race line. If they do block, then we penalize them. Otherwise, we just point and laugh.
I will bring this opinion to the rest of Race Direction. Be back with an answer.
Yeah.
The upside to it is if you beat someone on a Moto 3 bike when everyone else is on a Moto 2 bike.
That means we don't we don't enable big head mode, we enable big ball mode, where you just see a big old bear hanging off either side of the bike.
Because the way tonight's gone, it's a possibility.
It is. It really is. Oh,
I mean, he's out qualified 2 riders who have set times.
Tanner, how you doing, bro? The reports of us being gay are greatly over-exaggerated. We're not quite as gay as you think. But there's at least some. Oh! And Jackalus a bit of it off, and one-handed right behind him in the same turn. Oopsie.
That was an exit stage left moment if ever I saw one.
Yeah.
So Oddball's put himself up on pole, and Coco just behind him. Hines not showing the same run of form as he did in the sail in this class.
No. Or it could just be Oddball and Coco getting faster. That is entirely possible. Coco being another one that I got to meet at GP this weekend. I think
I heard Coco brought everyone down.
Yep.
On his side of the family.
Yeah, it was him, Veritek, and Izzy, who is not he races in our PS4 league. I got to meet all 3 of them this time. I guess Izzy races under what was it? Reckless Hoax in the PS4 league. Though I guess if we do it again in the future, it'll probably be a PS5 league. Seriously.
So,
if everyone can get hold of it.
He is going to get a black flag.
Do what?
It looks like he is going to get a black flag.
But he's holding a reasonable pace?
But Hines almost already hit him multiple times, and he didn't get off the line. So it's already causing issues.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, he needs to go ahead and get that out in that case. That's fair.
But yeah, as far as the precedent goes for future, if you're not smart enough, not saying that Debartek isn't smart, but
he's plenty smart. I had a good discussion with him, and that dude was shit. Not even gonna joke.
Yeah, he made a mistake.
Yeah, we all do, and I think what I'm trying to say is you don't get a restart for that.
Yeah.
You just get a black flag, and that's your responsibility.
Yeah. Though again, I find myself looking at the fact that it can happen and going, "Why, Milestone? Why?"
Like, you just answered the question for yourself.
I know. We chose the Moto 2 class. Why can a rider even have a non-Moto 2 bike on the track? Why, Milestone?
So, yeah, it shouldn't be able to happen, but this, by the same token, you would have to go in and select your actual bike. So...
I mean, I got news for you. When I walk out to the garage, I don't accidentally choose my 390 when I'm looking at my Rocket 3. I'm just saying. It doesn't work like that.
Well, that's what happened this time around, evidently.
So, one-handed having a bit of trouble setting a lower time, though. We've still got over just under 6 minutes to go.
Have we made fun of Tanner yet?
We have given Tanner a tiny bit of shit.
Okay.
No, good to see him. Good to see him. I've been hanging out with him a lot. We're up at Dig Pub for GP on Sundays, so I'll give him some shit. Let's see how we're looking at Ejaculus sitting 15 seconds back, kind of setting that 7th, 8th, 9th pace. At least these guys have put down times. It does put him ahead of Bishan currently, who hasn't set a lap yet.
How many times do I need to say it? Set a time. Anytime. Just
know,
a
right?
time.
Yep. Then that starts where Jixbuff, Bigfoot, Hazard, Hines, Coco, and Oddball are... Oddball looking really solid. And if I recall... Let me do this real quick. Yeah, last week, Coco and Oddball, 2 weeks back, our last race, Coco and Oddball were the 1 and 2. So it looks like a lot of this season is going to be a fight between these two in Moto 2. Which I think they were both what? They were both kind of wild cards last season, and their actual. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually did qualify for the season. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's good to see him come out and be official. Ooh, there we go. Jixbuff putting himself up in second, though. I don't mind seeing some fighting in there.
Yeah, Jixbuff was third last time out, so it's not out of the ordinary to see him up there.
Yeah. No, these three all looking really good for Moto 2. Matter of fact, that top 4 is the same ones. Wait, what? Oh! Damn it, Internet. Why do you do this to us?
Are you professional or not?
No, not the guys running this service. No.
That wasn't the one I wanted to use, but the one I wanted to use I can't do on the stream. Think Dexter, Sergeant Dokes.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Thinking ahead, it was just coming up to the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, let me go. I'll go take care of business.
Let's do it. Let's go a 5-minute without the in and out again and call it done.
5-minute restart.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I was just about. So,
Craig, you're coming out on us again.
On the topic of the camera switching over to Hines, of course, he's riding the American Motorsports, I think, team. Is it? So I was going to say about Hines. Is that better?
Yeah.
So I was just saying about Hines riding the American Motorsprint team in Moto 2. I can't remember what the team name is, but how beautiful was that bike for Kota in the Moto 2 this weekend?
All right.
Oh, the American Racing?
They had, yeah.
I still need to clean up the floor. That was so pretty. But here's the word. This can once again be attributed to either milestone servers or the internet health in general. Consequently, we are going to run a 5-minute qualifier, kind of similar to what we did for Moto 3. And we're going to pick back up D Veritech.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
I feel like he unplugged the giant Linksys modem in the sky.
I'm betting Veritech's cheating, but I'm going to go ahead and let it slide because I can't prove it.
Yeah.
Jane commenting, one-handed just wins now, sorry.
Are you sure about that?
Oh my god. We I want a version of that meme where he says it in Chinese now. I'm just saying.
Winnie the Pooh can say it.
Are you sure about that? Yeah, Smokey, we just... It's been bad latency all evening. I would love to just point the finger at Milestone for the bad latency, but I'm suspecting in light of the whole mess with having Facebook yesterday, I'd wager there are some other messes going on.
I'll talk to my supervisors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I blame Hades.
That is fair.
Yeah, why not? Endure blame.
He took our jorbs.
Took our gerbs. They took our gerbs. Smokey, I wish I could rate. Why can't you, bro? Nah, I mean Moto 2. Well,
Yeah,
why can't you? Where are you that you can't?
party's full.
Oh,
Yeah, I think we're
parents.
Oh, and parents.
Okay.
fully.
All right. School night. Really? Don't they know
Well-
that racing is more important than homework in school?
I promise being an adult is worse.
No, it's not. For all the
You say
complaints,
that.
for all the complaints I have about it, you know what I'm doing on Tuesday night? Running a race thing that I arbitrarily decided to do that mom and dad would told me is a waste of time. And it probably is. But you know, that's all right.
Because we're drinking beer?
That too.
Scott, drive, don't we? Motor 2.
Wait, your homework's all done? No. All right, they don't get to complain.
Homework is never done. Study more. Study harder. Do it!
No tests either. Oh. Smokey's dad, come on, help us out, bro. Just have him talk to me. I'll tell him, bro, our league is cool. Let your son race, man.
No, have him talk to Craig. He'll start with bruv.
Bro. You what, mate? Okay. So I think we're getting everybody in, getting ready. I think everybody restarted the game, actually, too. What?
I think he's taking a piss.
Oh, you taking the piss.
Do you want a bottle of water?
That's what actually comes through clear? Oh my god!
You want a bottle of water? Go on, Jade. I had to go do something. What did Oddball get? Well, Jesus freak, we are... Everybody got
Crashed.
disconnected by
He
Milestone.
crashed.
Everybody got disconnected by Milestone. That's what we all got.
I blame Zuckerberg.
I'm going to blame him too. Jane, I like the way you've written it. Cousin lives in England and makes fun of my accent. Yeah, well, you make fun of him for the fact that he lives in a country you can buy spotted dick. I'm not even joking.
What's your profanity?
I wasn't even being profane!
Hey, guess what, guys?
Definitely a dish.
We're
I've
going
never
back
had
to a
it.
racetrack.
So I can't tell you what it is or what it even consists of or tastes like.
Spotted dick? I could swear it's...
Yeah.
I could swear, like, from what I understood of it, it's like some kind of almost like biscuit. All right, the American sense of biscuit-ish thing with like phrases. I don't even know.
Okay, I'm Googling it,
Biscuit
but in
cake.
a
That would make
incognito
sense,
window
yeah.
because I don't want this in my search
No,
history.
it's actually a product. I'm not even joking. There is nothing naughty about it. It is called Spotted Dick. You can buy it in the UK. I've seen it when I was there.
I was going to say just type in mill, but yeah, that's probably not going to change anything.
Okay, I'm going to read it off of Wikipedia.
Oh, God, here we go.
Spotted dick is a traditional British baked pudding, historically made with suet and dried fruit and often served with custard. Non-traditional variants include recipes that replace suet with other fats or that include eggs to make something similar to a sponge, pudding, or cake.
Okay. Yeah.
Whilst you got your little Google window going there, have a look at black pudding, the English dish.
I was much more intrigued with... It's a food, and I'm going to define it, so I'm going to say it. Apparently, a faggot is a meatball made from minced offcuts and... I don't know what the hell that word is. O-F-F-A-L? Awful?
Awful. Yeah, basically poop.
Awful?
Poop.
Awful. Yeah.
Basically poop.
Yeah.
Neat.
That's where the word awful comes from.
Black pudding.
So black pudding is dried blood in pig's intestines.
Oh, so that's right up there with haggis, basically.
Yeah,
No.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar. It's related. Like haggis is sheep's intestines, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's the same
But it's-
idea. Well, all I can say is, if you want, don't get me wrong, there are some of those foods that come from Europe that are weird, but if you really want foods that make you go, what the hell, spend time around people that are Chinese. Like, I had a Chinese ex that was like, oh yeah, you need to try this, and it was called pork bung. B-U-N-G. It was exactly what it sounds like. Pig's asshole.
You just talk about a century egg and leave it there.
It was pig's asshole. Not even joking.
Nothing's off the menu in China, though. Like, that's the problem.
Yes! No, yeah. No, that's like, if you go to a Chinese market, you'll find things like the entire pig's face. Like, you're like, what? Why is that there? And they're like, we eat that. And I'm like, really? Really, bro?
Yeah, African cuisine's exactly the same.
Oh, yeah.
Like, let's just eat the feet of pigs, because, why not?
Yeah, but it's Africa.
Hey, that's
Everybody there
actually
is starving.
that's through Eastern Bloc Europe as well.
It may be true, yeah.
No, a pickled pig's feet or gelatinized pig's feet is a big thing in, like, Poland, Ukraine, places like that.
It's a big thing in black culture in the U.S., too. If you've ever watched Friday, I like pig's feet. I like hog's maws. Dude, Friday is one of the funniest movies ever made. Hands down. It's my top 5 funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. I've never laughed harder. Craig, have you ever seen that movie?
I have not, no.
One of the main characters in it is named Craig.
You have homework now.
Yeah, no, you need to watch Friday.
do,
I expect you to watch Friday. You will laugh your ass off. It is a genuinely hilarious movie. And a good movie.
Hey, starting to get some times in here.
Overall, a good movie, too. Ooh, Oddball already sitting at the top again. Hines putting himself in second. Coco right behind him. Oh, my God. Watch Jix Buff.
Hines had a talk with himself in the mirror.
I know, right? No, we're about to watch Jix Buff put himself in there, I'll bet you. Oh, why isn't he out yet, though? Come on, get on the track, bro.
Don't do me like that.
Oh, he is out. He is out. Okay, I'm not done.
He is. But Oddball's red in the first 2 sectors, so it looks like he's going to improve.
God, Oddball. You cruel son of a bitch. Why would you do this to the rest of the field?
Do it.
Yes. Hazard, though, look at that. Like he's already sitting the top off of the podium. He did have a great Moto 3. I think Hazard. Maybe I'm cursing him if I say it. I think this boy's improving. I think he's doing it.
He can do it.
He did come fourth in the Moto 3.
Yes, he did.
But that was with running off into the gravel on the first lap.
Right.
Oddball didn't improve his time, by the way. But Hines is up in the first sector. But yeah, if Hazard could sort out those...
And then he crashed.
Oh!
I like that, yeah, well...
But yeah, if Hazard could sort out the little mistakes, I think he could challenge. Definitely podium, maybe even the win.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, it'd be awesome for him to, like, this is his first season with us, so if by the end of the season I see this guy challenging podiums, even in Moto 3, by God, good job. Thanks, Smokey. Yes, we had to say something. It's called the commentator's curse. You'll get used to it. 20 Cyril bucks on Coke. Why are you penalizing him like that? Why would you do that to him?
So the fact that Cyril bucks has become a joke means that we have an actual problem.
Meanwhile, Gurren, your little free quality tip here, buff 3 red sectors, crossed the line, got close.
Yeah,
he definitely got closer.
Ooh. Just about putting himself in second. Only 0.029 seconds off of oddball. Those two are going to have a fight.
The top 4 are all really close.
Yes, they are.
Looking like a very good race.
It was, yeah. Well, that's the same as last time. It's the same 4 we had last race in Moto 2. But again, I am proud of the progress we are seeing out of Hazard here. It's like, okay, last race, maybe it was latency. No, he's put himself 5th, and he is the first guy back from that really close front pack. I think he's improving. I really think so.
We know Hazard gets a really good start and is keen, shall we say, into turn 1, as Coco's set
a little scary
red lap here.
Yeah.
So he'll definitely be up there in the first couple of laps. But I think Coco might steal this pole.
Smokey trying to put a curse on Oddball. 20 Cyril bucks on Oddball.
Coco jumped to the top.
Damn, Coco.
Damn. Okay.
We got to wait for what we see here. For the moment.
I mean, I'd be happy with the mullet. that should be showcased. If I do say so myself.
Why is it showing Hazard first? All right, let's see what we get. Showing some weird things on placing for the moment. This game does weird stuff, bro.
There it goes. What?
I don't know.
Yeah. So what happened to that man's hair? I don't know. I say it every time.
Do it, Hades. Smokey, what are you calling for Hades to do here? I am confused. It.
He is to do it. Do it. It.
Who is it, and why does he get laid so much?
There are many in it in my life, Smokey. You're gonna have to be specific.
Mullet?
No, that's spelled with an E-T, not an I-T. You're full of shit. Get out of here with that. Oh, my God. Actually, it's kind of funny with the stuff of Smokey. What the hell was with, like, Coco shows up and then, like, his dad's there, and I'm like, all of a sudden I feel like an asshole. Because the guy, I'm like, oh, yeah, your son's racing in our league of jackasses that say inappropriate things all the time.
Yeah, that's a great thing to see. It's a good thing you're not some kind of brand ambassador. Oh, wait.
Oh, no, I am. It would be a shame if some asshole like me with a voice of like, oh, wait. Oh, fuck. There's my F-bomb. I'm dropping it. I don't even care.
Are you professional or not?
No. Like, every time you drop that sound effect, I'm like, immediately. Who would encourage you? Your dad? Oh, my God. My BS? Ugh. Well, make him listen to the stream one time. Maybe he'll let you start racing. Oh, my God. Here we go, boys and girls. We are about to start ourselves our second race of the evening. I'm actually kind of excited about this one. I think it's going to be a good, solid fight. And here we go. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. We are off Oddball with a hell of a start. Slides back a little bit off of Coco, though, as they come into the first turn.
Little touch.
I'm going to bet that one was because of latency there.
Oh!
That was Hines. Oh, my God. What just happened there? Okay, that was pure latency. Ooh, Game Stopper also having an off.
That was bizarre.
Because they're getting a whack.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, is Coco going to elastic band straight back into the front of the field?
I think we're red flagging this race and restarting.
Okay. Oh, my God. Yeah, the latency was kind of nasty for that one. Okay, we're going to give that another shot. Damn, this is going to be a late evening on this one. This is really annoying.
The only thing I can hear in my ear is that just a reminder, guys, don't pin it into turn 1. You have to use your brakes. Although we're kind of hearing that it was most likely latency.
Hey, Reckless. He was bowling ball in the turn 1. Whoever's latest on the brakes, Smokey, me to race in a league of assholes. I mean, that's all this league is. Woo. Hines can't blame me for that one. That is fair. Like I said, I'm not even going to blame latency this evening on Milestone. I really suspect this is an internet-wide mess. Why? Why do you have to abuse your powers?
Because I can.
All right. We are back to a restart here.
I'm continuing to abuse my powers.
Mother Russia.
All this for Mother Russia.
Mother Russia.
Clearly. No bowling this time.
No bowling. Come on, you can do it, boys.
What? Am I the only one that saw that? Spicy latency.
Oh, wow. Game Stopper winds up falling off. I think it was Jackless as well. Coco, though, having a solid start here. Oddball nearly up under him there.
Oh. Who was that went down? D-Veritech. Bad luck.
Yeah, like I said, it's just lots of rough latency this evening.
Yeah, we're putting announcements out to riders right now that don't ride next to somebody or directly behind somebody because you was going to crash.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it does look.
Oh, man.
Yes, it's difficult to race like that, and especially in the GP class as well. Like, you don't have enough time to react.
This is reminiscent of the end of our first season.
Yeah, like I said, I'm betting this is more of an internet-wide thing. I would bet there's been a lot of chaos after the mess of the past couple of days.
Oh, Coco touched the grass as he went into that S-bend and lit it up. Punted himself out wide. He's down into 5th.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise. I'll go ahead and keep him on the multi-view there, just to see what he can do with it.
Good to see one-handed. Yeah, had a pretty awful qualifying, to be fair.
Yep.
But got a good start and brought himself back up. He was up in 4th.
Yep, he was about 15 seconds back in qualifying, so this is far better running for him in the race. Hines, meanwhile, putting himself up there in 2nd.
Well, Reckless, great meeting you as well, man. Glad you enjoyed Texas.
Yes, it was fun. And Reckless,
People stop moving here.
Reckless did come to a Texas honky tonk with us. Learned to 2-step. I had never 2-stepped in my life. I learned to do so as well.
Well, there's a whole 2 steps.
There it is. So we are, my God, 2nd lap. Hines, look at this, all over Jixbuff. And both of them a 2.5 seconds back off of Oddball. Oddball having a great race so far.
Oddball is moving tonight.
That he is. He is not screwing around. Smokey, you are welcome to swing down.
Always.
Though you may have to... It sounds like, if your parents won't let you race in this game, you may have to ask them some permission to come down to Texas as well. There is a...
I need to disrespect your surrounding sound drop now.
All you need to do, bro, is T-pose for dominance.
Nerd!
It's all right, though. I'm running a racing league. What do you expect? Formula One. Okay. I don't normally go out to it, but if you're in the
You
area-
mean MotoGP for people that aren't willing to be exposed to the air?
Ooh. No, they're exposed to the air, too.
They're in a capsule.
bro, Izzy, I know the feeling, man. Yeah, there were plenty of times I'm like, am I really this dumb? I could,
Yes.
I all the time of martial arts being able to punch a guy in the face, but I can't even two-step correctly. Oh my God. Makes me feel absolutely worthless.
You know what makes me feel worthless?
Being you.
Yes, this latency. Oh my God. I keep feeling like I'm having a stroke every time it hits.
All right. You're looking at it going, do I smell burnt toast? Is that what's going on here? Yeah. Oh my God, I hit the
Managed
wrong
to get
button
himself past one-handed and try and make some inroads into the Hines and Jixbuff battle.
there. Oh my God. I don't have any of the right people on this.
First of all,
First of all,
how dare you? Second of all, how dare you?
I know, right? I am utterly worthless. That's why. That's how I do.
True.
That is exactly how I dare.
You dare.
I does.
So I'm not sure if it's the pressure of Hines all over the back of Jixbuff or Oddball just with some extreme pace, but he's extending that gap.
He really is. Like,
And Coco's got about 1.5 seconds to try and bridge to get into this battle for the podium.
the other part is, I'm wondering what if... Oh, my God. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place right now. It's not as bad as it was in our first season, but it's still not great. I'm kind of wondering what kind of effect latency has on, like, drafting in this version of the game. Like, I'm wondering how often that's messing with what you're talking about there. Is that really dragging it? Like, can it drag it back as much, or is it more unpredictable, or what's going on there?
Did Jaculus retire?
I don't know. No, he's showing it in 11th.
Oh, he must be right next to GameStopper then.
Yeah. Doesn't look like retired so far.
But yeah, odd that there's no time for 11th and 12th. I think that's what you're wondering.
Yeah,
There,
kind of weird.
Yeah.
What? Bugs? In this game?
No.
You know, for something that's built...
Why is it
What?
pointing at the...
I quit.
On Nick
I can't
J's-
do it anymore.
On Nick J's screen, I see him actually moving. And the game is like, no, bro, he's off in the trees. When you look at it from the
He's
director...
the Lorax.
Oh, I have no words. My words, they fail me. Oh, lordy. That causes me...
What the...
That causes me physical pain, bro.
Did you see that?
I did, yeah. Heinz becoming a UFO for a minute.
This is not Area 51. You were not cleared for takeoff.
Oh, what was that about helicopters earlier this evening? Because I think they're violating that rule.
The FAA is going to be pissed at us.
No. Yeah, we're not in the U.S. We are in Argentina. The FAA has nothing to do with this. They get to stay the hell out of it.
7-8 Hines is using hacks.
He must be.
He was just flying.
He absolutely must be. Okay.
That's wall hacks right there.
So Jigsaw made a little bit of a mistake there. He ran in a bit too hot and gave up position to Hines. See if Hines can make some inroads into Oddball. So we go to Jigsaw and he's become the local UFO.
It's so bad.
Oh, please, Internet, fix yourself by next week so we can have a race that doesn't involve UFOs. Ah!
I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
You need a better hairdo for that, sir. There you go. The answer is out there.
Coco set the fastest lap of the race, but I think the front four are all so evenly matched that it's taken him like a good 3-4 laps to bridge the gap.
Yeah.
But he is closing in on Jigsaw.
That he is. He is working really hard at it. He is trying to close that distance. Let's go ahead and take a look.
You failure.
Definitely trying hard. Rear tire is hot.
Well, they only slow you down, man. I failed to see the issue.
But he did, again, improved on his previous fastest lap, and he set another fastest lap for the race.
Yeah, Coco is absolutely hauling ass. Meanwhile, Jigsaw here just about to catch Hines. Whoa! Look at that. Coming in. Oh, Hines managing to take it back coming into the turn. No. Jigsaw had to back off of it. Looks like a solid fight going on there. And Coco, he ain't out of this fight either. Oh, as we start the penultimate lap. I know I'm a bit late, but I still caught it. I'm going to count it. I'm going to count it. I'm going to call it good enough. Oh, Coco all over Jigsaw. He is not letting him get away on the... Oh, hi, Latency. How you doing? Good to see you. Ooh, that is close. Holy crap. I am surprised they made it through that without touching tonight and all this, but then again, I just guess that's a testament to both of them being kind of good at this game.
It definitely puts you on edge watching it, knowing that there is latency.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, there's no way they won't touch, yet they managed to get through it. Ballsy move. I am not going to complain about it.
So Hines managed to catch up. Probably not enough on Oddball, but if Oddball makes a mistake, Hines could have it.
Yeah, that is the problem with being at the front of this group tonight. We've got a couple of places where minor mistakes will cost them. Bigfoot and Veritech fighting near the back, along with Bashun. Those are, oh no, and Bigfoot dumps it, but he goes in. He manages to stay ahead of Sam Crow on that. Whoa. that right
Brought it
there
back. You brought it back.
That was really close from Jixbuff, but he manages to hold on to it and not create a massive wreck.
Coco's about to get the what?
What is the...
What?
No, that's not how you go through a turn.
What the
Italian programming is as reliable as Italian motorcycles. Changed my mind.
I can't anymore. What the hell?
Video game why? Ooh, that was kind of messy.
You got Coco emulating it as well as he runs wide into the last corner, but
Izzy, don't lie. That's the only stoppie you've ever seen around a corner.
What the hell?
Jesus. I will say they
so
were.
Oddball managed to hold off there.
Yep.
The gap did come down, but not enough, unfortunately.
I'm still hung up on that shit.
Izzy, don't lie. That's the only time you've ever seen somebody stoppie around a corner in a professional racing event.
This isn't professional.
It's true. We're running it, and it's full of latency. Please be able to fix this by next race. Do I gotta pull out the GIF again?
Which one?
This is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
If you pull that out without putting sponsors on the stream, I think Heinz will kill you.
And speaking of sponsors, sponsoring Moto 2 this season for us, that would be Mass Motorsports, bringing you some badass custom leathers. And I am looking forward to see what they do for whoever winds up winning it in Moto 2 this season. I'm sure they will have something awesome for them. Oddball taking a great first, which that look at that. It I think between him and why is it taking so long to load?
That scares me.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on here? 523 mentioning you guys should have interviews with the podium finishers or even just the race winner. That is...
It's a great idea, but we can't even get the game to load right now.
Yeah, the logistics of that are... Don't get me wrong, I would love to do that, but the problem is you have to realize we're doing this in the evening after we get off work, and it already turns into 2.5 hours without doing all those formalities between them. So what we're looking at doing for things like that is maybe doing... Thanks, Izzy! I'd like to thank me for doing me. Hell yeah! Good job, Al, from 12th to 5th. Absolutely. That being said, what we're looking at, because of the fact that it would just wind up taking too long, again, keep in mind, this is a spare time thing to do. We're looking at maybe doing interviews throughout the season with various racers, that kind of stuff. We're also talking about doing like a pre-race thing where we discuss what's going on in the league, that sort of thing. But the time to do interviews, especially since right now we have overlap, where people that have won in a particular class are going to have to be ready for the next class, it's kind of hard to make that sort of thing work right this second. So, cool idea, but unfortunately we cannot do it right now. Maybe even.
You suck.
I know, right? Meanwhile, we have actually caught up to our schedule, believe it or not. So, woo! I know, right? Whee! So I'm thinking we're going to probably take about 5 minutes here, then we'll be ready to start qualifying for our final race of the evening. I guess this means we kick Craig out of the booth. Get the hell out.
Oh, no.
Get out of our booth. go get on the track and enjoy that latency field mess that we're calling a race this evening.
Can I stay in the safety net of the booth?
No.
If you want to miss those points, sure.
But yes. So we're going to go ahead and boot him out of the booth. We'll be ready for the next one. 523, I will respond to that. It's understandable. It would, and that's the thing. We do want to do that. Like I said, that's part of the reason we're looking at, number one, doing the pre-race stuff. And if we can get the pre-race, like the hard, like I said, obviously we're doing day jobs, we're doing stuff like that. The pre-race thing is like, that alone is really hard for us to do, but if we can get time to do it and put in interviews with individual racers, because I would love to interview everybody. Like, I don't care about just the winners. I like all of our guys. Like we got.
We're only about winners here.
Yeah, but screw everybody.
You're first, you're last.
Yeah. Second place is the first loser. But like, I would absolutely love to, especially like I was saying, we you may or may not have been here earlier in this stream. We got to meet a couple of the guys, 3 of the guys we had not met yet. We got to meet Veritech. We got to meet Reckless commenting there. We got to meet. Oh God, why am I forgetting who else? Coco. We got to meet all 3 of them over the weekend here at MotoGP. They were here for it at Coda. So yeah, I'd love to put a personality to every one of the guys racing here, and we will do that. We're kind of building a league here, and we're looking to build something that's like better than anything else you're going to see. But that's part of the process, is we're trying to refine the process to the point where, okay, now we can add this feature. Now we can add this feature. It's a process. That being said, we're going to take just a couple minutes, take a short break. We will be back with qualifying for MotoGP. Your mind is absolutely the first thing to go, Bigfoot. And I really didn't have much of that to begin with, so there ain't much I can give. That being said, back shortly. Talk to y'all then. Alrighty, welcome back, folks. We are going ahead and getting started here. No waiting this evening. Hi, Christian. I'm assuming if I'm pronouncing that right. Castaño? I'm trying not to be bad at pronouncing very Spanish things. And Lee, our Vietnamese boy. Winner gets free inspirational quotes. Who do they get them from, though? Are you going to give us those quotes?
There's hell not me.
This evening has been rough. I am annoyed by the latency with how awesome our first race of the season was. This makes me very sad. We've still had some decent racing, don't get me wrong, but I think it would have been more like our first race of the season if we had had less of this bullshit lag. It would have been a lot better. So, joining us that we're not in there, well, I guess we'll just go through the whole field. Jane, who was not in earlier but has been commenting a lot. Good to see you, Jane. Hines, back for some more punishment. Ditto for Jixbuff, Oddball. Then there's Mac, our returning champion from last season. He was kind of fast. A little bit. Tiny little bit. One-handed. He likes a little more punishment. Spanky. Good to see Spanky back. Coco. Back for a little more. Medusa as well. Hades was obviously spent our first couple races up here in the booth with us. And Swaggin. We only have 11? What's going on with GP here, bro?
I believe we're missing Stormy.
Why do we not have a baguette to power? I am disappointed by the lack of baguettes. I want our Frenchman on the field. Damn it. It makes me happy when he's here. I may be a bit of a dick about that.
I'm breaking things. I am breaking things.
That is fair. That's okay. Just make it worse before you make it
Oh my
better.
god.
What'd you do now?
This is the most ridiculous. So, I was sent a link in my second Discord account, which runs off of a second user on the computer, right? When I opened a link in there to download something, it downloaded in the second user's directory.
Yes, that's how that works.
I'm sitting here like, yeah, okay, I'm figuring life out.
I'm sorry for being a nerd, but I'm like, yeah, of course that's how it works.
I would expect if you but it opened a web browser.
Okay.
And I did not anticipate that it would open that web browser on the other.
Yes. The context it opens it in is the user that it called it from. I know.
Karina, don't worry about it. I've got it fixed. Yes, it took me longer than it should have.
Oddball immediately putting down a 134.995 and Jane 0.088 seconds off of him. Holy crap. Spanky 0.496 back. Hines 1.098. So obviously Hines having a better speed in Moto 3 and 2 this evening. Oh, Jane. Jane for all his giving everybody shit earlier this evening. And again, like throughout last season, being like, holy crap, these guys are fast. I am glad to see him up that far immediately. Ooh, but Mac, our returning champ, 134.6. Giving those younger guys a little more to work for. Kind of showing him he knows how to go quick.
Okay.
Oh.
That's taken care of. Okay. I now have a new drop on the soundboard. It only took me an eternity.
What's the matter? Putting JPEGs into the soundboard doesn't work right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, dear lordy.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
I need that as well.
So propane accessories.
That's Milestone's development team. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
Oh, it's
in Italian.
Oh, dear God. I may have some criticism for Milestone here and there.
Hades, where's your qualifying time?
Yeah. Come on, bro. Ooh. Red first sector. You know what we should do to Hades?
Huh. Talk about him a lot for a commentator's curse?
I'm going to go look at him. Just make it as
I'm
awful
looking
as
at him right
possible.
now.
All right. So, let's
Karina's looking at him on her stream.
oh, okay. Should get him on there. All right. We'll stare at Hades to see how awful we can make it for him.
Oh, we just lost somebody.
Don't do that.
All right, Chris, you entertain the masses.
I will do my best to keep everybody entertained. Dear God, how will I do that? I have absolutely no clue what I can possibly do to keep everyone entertained. Ooh. All right, Hades going to go ahead and sit up there in them top 4. Top 5, because Spanky looking for... Oh, my God.
Bad news, Chris.
What?
We lost Bear.
No! Okay, I guess we're restarting another one. Damn it. I would say that would be a 5-minute qualifying.
That's the conversation.
Yep. All right, I'm going to agree with that. That is unfortunate and really annoying. I'm going to blame the king of the internet for this. I don't know who the king of the internet is, but it's his fault.
The king of the internet?
The king of the internet. We're going to use...
No.
What? Huh?
Sorry, I was already on the next thing as your audio king.
Fair.
I was going to say, while we're on a dead qualifying session, interesting beer topic for you. I don't know if you've had it.
All right.
New Belgium 1554.
I have not had that.
It is, according to them, quote, an enlightened dark ale brewed with spice.
Okay. That
It's
is fair.
freaking delicious.
All right. I'll give it a try sometime. Meanwhile, while we wait for our
restart.
our continuation of the latency that eats this entire evening, damn it, we started that. Well, we managed, after all that, to start GP on time. And they managed to ruin it. Damn it, Internet. That being said, I'm going to take a moment, Nick, to mention our sponsor for MotoGP, which is...
That's a great idea, Chris.
Yes, which is one of our good friends in town here, Motorangatang, who provides, first of all, lots and lots of awesome motorcycle gear. I personally have used them a bunch. They have treated me really well, really known their stuff, had great stock, like great prices. They have done a great job for me. They also provide used motorcycles. They don't have a huge selection of them, but by God, they'll have them from time to time. And bicycle stuff. If you're into like mountain biking or that kind of oh, dude, they will take care of you. Their bicycle stock is actually really amazing. So
They hooked me up solid.
Really? What'd you wind up getting from them?
Oh, I just needed tires last time around, mountain bike tires.
Right.
And literally, I just took wheels, gave them to them, and was like, call me when it's done. They
Just
took
take care
care
of
of me really well.
They just take care of it. No, these guys don't screw around. They're great. So make sure to check them out. They are in the South Austin area if you happen to be around here. And I don't know, do they do shipping and stuff? I have no idea. We need to find that out.
Yeah, I'd have to look into that. But the biggest favor we need to ask for the community, Austin, everything of that nature, is stop breaking into their store. They got broken into again last week.
Stop.
Somebody smashed one of their windows.
Stop. Or not just stop breaking in. If you happen to be in the area and you happen to own a gun.
Yeah, just swing by occasionally.
Yeah.
Make sure it's all right.
Yeah, you see somebody breaking in, put a bullet or two in them and just drive on away. It's okay. We won't mind.
Is this the kind of thing we encourage?
Okay, so maybe that is not legal advice. I am not a lawyer. Maybe that is not the kind of thing I should tell people to do. But I'm just saying I wouldn't mind. Because actually, not even joking, those dudes have been really awesome to me previously.
You want to hear my new favorite fun fact?
What's that?
A new roof was recently put on my house, and I think I'm looking at a wet spot in the wall.
Awesome! We aren't going to call that roofer out yet.
I rent this place. Ain't my house, ain't my wall.
That is fair.
I didn't hire the roofer either.
That is very fair.
Helen Keller could have done a better job.
Apparently, there's water coming through. So, we are waiting for things to get restarted. Actually, I'd say we started on time. We didn't. I'm stupid. GP's supposed to start at 9. We're like half an hour late on it. And we're like 45 minutes late almost.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to correct you on it, but you were wrong.
I was. I admit to when I'm wrong. I've never been afraid of that. Man, it's been such a nightmare to see them deal with the latency.
Yeah, I don't even have a good drop.
Yeah,
right
dear
now.
Zuckerberg, the next time you're going to make the entire internet angry, don't. Just don't. Please.
What was that? The cartoon Fairly Odd Parents. They had Dinkelberg. I need Zuckerberg in that same inflection. That might be a little after your time.
I never watched it. I never bothered. Keep in mind, I went to animation school, so I watched a lot of things that came after I went to college. Alrighty, we are going to give it one more try, please. For the love of everything that is internet, let's not have any trouble this time.
No promises.
Oh, this is another attempt at doing qualifying here at Termas.
We've had double
Argentina.
qualifying for every group.
No, we have. Was it on radio? Oh God, Bigfoot. I'm not that old yet. Give me time.
Chris, I will be right back.
No, okay. So we are going to go ahead and go through a 5-minute qualifying. It is one more try at this. By God, if we can get through this day. I really hope the internet will be healed up next week. It's been brutal. Bigfoot, why? Why do you do this to me when I show you nothing but love? I was giving respect to your changes this evening, but you know what? Next week, we're going to be focused on you the entire time. You're going to do nothing but wreck. You're going to... No, you're trying to JK it now, but you're going to pay. You're going to pay. I'm going to punish you. Next week, our cameras will not leave you. I'm going to tell the directors, nah, always Bigfoot all the time. Predict him to win, too. So, 3.5 remaining. Obviously, with a 5-minute qualifying, what we do in that case is we go ahead and we remove the requirement for pit in, pit out. Because it's kind of hard to actually do a qualifying otherwise. I will turn my camera. All right. Are you sure that'll help? I'm just asking. So the guys will all be pushing through flying laps here. We'll see what they can do with it. I am really folks, this evening, part of the reason we're running so far behind is it's been nothing but technical difficulties the entire time. I would routinely point the finger at Milestone because they've done some dumb things in the past. But that being said, I suspect this evening is just due to general messiness and latency on the internet at large.
The internet's broken.
The internet is broken. It is dead.
Question for you, Chris.
What's that?
Do you have D Veritech stream? Because he is running. He's running camera for us this race.
I think. Yes, I do.
He was asking and double checking just in case.
Yeah. Like I think earlier I lost him, so that's why I wasn't looking at him. But I think he's looking good now.
10-4.
Yeah, I can see him there. Oh, wow, that's really loud. I had never adjusted volume on his stuff before. Sorry, anybody that just got blasted. I apologize for that. All right.
Wow. 140 left in qualifying, and we have 3 times on the board.
Give him time.
Oh!
They got time. They'll set him. His camera only runs 30 frames because he is slow. Ha ha. Bigfoot, you're so mean. By the way, you do realize that I only put the stream out at 24. I'm just saying.
Because you're cheap.
That is entirely the reason.
You don't want to pay for those other frames.
Or it could be the fact that I'm intaking a whole bunch of streams, so I want to preserve as much as I can going out. Plus, when I eventually push up to doing 4K, it'll be a little easier to do it.
Yeah, the thing, when at video playback, 30 FPS is fine.
Well, you have to keep
when
in
you're
mind
trying
that
to interact with it.
damn near every movie you've ever watched in the theater is done in 24.
Yep.
There are 2 advantages. Number one, obviously, it allows the data size to be smaller. And these days, when we're all sent digitally, that does make a difference.
The audio.
Yep. Well, no, it's not that. Like, the entire reason they ran 24 was for audio. You can get away with 15 easily. And the human eye will perceive smooth motion, but the reason we did 24 was for audio, because it had to be that fast for audio to work. It doesn't improve audio, it's just it had to be that fast. But then the other advantage you get is if we get somebody who's given us 60 and another person that's given us 30, you're going to be able to tell the difference. Since we're not running interactive, like everybody that's gaming, don't get me wrong, I am a gamer myself. I want all the frames when I'm actually interacting with the media. But when I'm just watching it, I don't give a rat's about the frame rate so long as it looks smooth. Like I said, movies are at 24. So this gives me the ability to also have less processing on my machine, less bandwidth being used. It gives me advantages. That will become apparent eventually.
100 FPS minimum.
You're right. Hades sitting at the top of the board there. No surprise. Look at Swaggin, though. Dude, Swaggin has really been impressive. Coming out of nowhere for us. And has been solid.
No joke.
Yeah, like he has been really good. Like I think the first race he had with us, he wound up in 5th, but you watch him in qualifying, like you watch him plenty of other places. He may need a little more consistency, but dude is clearly quick. Like really clearly quick. Oh! One-handed throwing the motorcycle in the air.
Some would say that's how he became one-handed.
You're not actually lying there.
The truth hurts.
Don't do that to him. That's just not cool, bro. Anyway.
Bear would have laughed, which is the only reason why I would have said it.
Yes. He is a bro with a good sense of humor. Oh, wow. So Hades, finding himself off of the first row after taking the top of our podium in the first race of the season. I guess he's going to have himself a bit of a fight for this one, which I don't mind seeing. I like to watch Craig get punished.
Rude.
Yeah, but it's fun to watch. So I'm not going to complain. So Oddball, Jixbuff, Swaggin on your front row, Hades, Jade, and Coco on your second row, Max, Spanky, and Hines on your third row, and I am so bad at my job I don't know who's on the fourth. Oh my god.
Do I have to play it?
I'm clicking too many buttons. Yes.
Are you professional or not?
But you're going to get the same response as always, which is no. It doesn't change. Oh, hey! Camera people helping me out there. One-handed and Medusa on the fourth row. Wait, how did Voss wind up at the back of the fourth row? Voss! What are you doing, bro? You
Sandbagging.
He avoided GP all weekend here in Austin. And now he's sitting in the back in GP? Come on, bro. Come on. Don't do this to us. All right. Let's see why not getting the semen.
Ooh, a little bit of smack talk towards Hades here, I think.
It's wrong?
And by that I mean I think.
Wait. What's taking so long here between rounds? What's going on with her? I think what's going on with our camera people here?
I don't know. They all went silent. Race direction? Are you all live?
They're muted currently. Hades 4-2-35. Really?
Qualifying times are messed up. Hey, Karina.
I don't think so. But I think something is stuck. What's going on? I'm wondering if a director had a button fail. I know we've had it happen with racers already. Good God, Milestone, fix your game, please. It needs to handle latency because it is the internet.
Okay, so here's what's taking so long.
Okay.
Due to 2 sessions, they're doing math and adding penalties and giving time and trying to give everybody their fastest lap across the 2 sessions.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Balls 8 times. Whoa, what? Oh, yeah, it's even showing a negative on their time behind the first there. That's a little wonky.
Yeah, I think they're doing adjustments now.
Okay.
And then when they confirm them, it'll put them in their proper space.
All right. They're trying to get that all taken care of.
Hades is telling me that he changed his hair just for me. If only he would have taken pole position, then we could have seen the wonderful hair.
I'm expecting his hair to have a banana in it.
Hell.
And I never know what to expect out of times in this game. There are so many bugs so far in 21 that we're finding, bro. It's
literally worse than 20.
Yeah, it really is. Like, it is bad. Though
Bike retrieval clearly took precedent.
Yeah, was 20 on the Unreal Engine as well?
I don't think it was.
Yeah, I don't think it was either. Let's look that up real quick. Let's see. Don't know. No.
It was?
Unreal Engine 4 was used on MotoGP 19.
Is there another edition of Unreal Engine out or something silly like that?
5 is out, but I believe this is running on 4 as well. Yeah, I'm kind of like, no, they don't get excuses.
Yep, they just made it worse.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, okay. The series has been on Unreal Engine since 2018, which I think in 2018 they would have been on Unreal Engine 3, but they've been on this same engine for at least 3 years now. And apparently they still can't figure out how to get working correctly. But
I was about to make a sarcastic remark like they should make their own engine, and then remembered we're dealing with Milestone.
Let's also be fair. We are on our third season of our racing league, and we can't make it work right either. So,
Okay, what is our gross profit for the last 3 seasons combined?
I don't have their profit to compare, but
Well, I think it is going to be larger than $0.00.
yeah. Christian, you're very funny. You're very generous. I'm gonna go ahead and
you don't have to lie.
Yeah, you ain't gonna lie. You ain't gotta bullshit me. I know when I'm being garbage here. Bigfoot seems legit. Yeah, kind of does. Are we still working on sorting it? Oh my god.
We're not good at math.
Oh, how do I math? I don't math very well. Wait, but why is Hazard? Hazard is sitting in the open voice chat. Should we drag him into commentators for entertainment? I'm gonna do it.
No, wait, hold.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hazard, you're sitting in the commentators booth. Just unmute yourself. There you are. Hey, bro.
Hey, Hazard here. Glad to be part of the stream.
Yeah.
Rough night with the racing.
Yeah,
had some
dude.
technical difficulties. Shout out to Zuckerberg for his difficulties yesterday. I'm sure everybody understands.
Oh. No shit, dude. Yeah, it's been nothing but technical difficulties all evening. I am sure. All right. You were actually out on the track. That latency was garbage, wasn't it?
Yeah. Even if you're behind somebody, you were wrecking folks.
That actually seemed like the worst. Like when you were behind somebody, it actually seemed like worse in general.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what's taking so long to put Hades at the back of the grid, though. You know,
Oh my god!
Put Hades in the back. Get this thing rolling.
Oh my god! They dropped out.
Wait, I'll be back.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and let that slide. We'll just let that sit there. Yeah, I know, right? For all the shit talk. No, you had a great first race, man. Like, I
appreciate it.
I think. Let's see here. The first Moto3 race you had with us, you had 5th, so you moved up to 4th, and I think it was a much closer 4th than it was the previous time.
Yeah. One hand and Med USA, they were right in front of me. Them boys are fast.
USA.
I like calling them Med USA. We got a lot of history too. He wrecked me in qualifying. I'm a huge Med USA fan though. He really races dirt bikes and track bikes.
Yes.
Like he's a real racer. Like
Yep. No,
and an esport athlete. It's awesome.
Yep. No, he's definitely got a lot. Well, I mean, you have to keep in mind there's a lot of that in the league. I mean, obviously we got Mac. We got. I know Hades has raced some previously as well. I think his dad's like professional or city pro or something. Yeah, so we got a lot of those in here. So yeah, no, they don't screw around. Like it's funny hearing you call him Med USA because of the fact that, like I said, on the bike, like painted on the back of the tank where you'd have a tank protector, he has like a Medusa on the bike. I'm like, that's actually a funny way to pronounce it, just to mess with him.
I mean, we're all racers here. We throw jabs back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, Smokiest Titan. I'm always calling him Smoke Kit.
There you go. Well, apparently you're gonna have to rag him for the fact that his parents won't let him race now. I don't know what's going on with that. Why won't his dad just let him jump in there with us? Come on, bro. Just let him jump in for a race or two. I think they're trying to get the race rebuilt, though.
They are. That's exactly what they're doing.
Okay. Why did we get stuck? Like, what the hell happened there?
Do you want the real answer or the fake answer?
Yes.
Due to milestones and competent programming, when you updated times, it would not move people on the board, so you couldn't verify what you were doing. So both we suck at math and Milestone sucks at programming. So we are manually starting a lobby with no qualifying to put everybody in the correct places.
My ass hurts. That is That is the only way I can explain this. My ass hurts. Oh, damn it, Italy.
But pasta. You can't see it, but I'm doing the hand thing.
Ah. Oh, the pinch fingers. That isn't in the default hand things you can do either, is it? Like for just emojis in general? I don't think it is.
I don't know.
Let's see. Nope. It is not. Otherwise, it would be all over the stream right now. You know what? With the powers that I have, I need to just keep that animated GIF around. How often, for those who are not on our Discord, you will watch the Italian fingers. Y'all know what they are. The pinched fingers. Hey, pita potato. You know, that's sort of. I'm sure I just offended like a bunch of people who hate me now. But you'll see that pop up.
I missed my comedic timing. You said with the powers that I have, I was gonna go with by the power of Grayskull, pasta fingers.
Wait, do you actually have a by the power of Grayskull in there?
I need one. I need one bad. I'm starting the list.
Yeah. Maybe get that in there too. All right, so it looks like we finally. Oh my God, are we finally going to get our final race of the evening? We're finally going to get that taken care of.
Until it crashes.
Oh my God. Protect spec.
Can you see Hades' GIF in mod chat? Is there a way for you to put that on the stream?
Somebody touching my spaghetti.
Is there a way for you to put that on the stream? Before the race kicks off. You gotta go fast, like Sonic.
I'm going as Sonic as I can. Give me a moment. Hang on. All right, I guess I better jump over to the track for the moment. All right, I'm doing it. Why? Why? Why do you have to be so angry with the do-its?
That's what's his face? Shia LaBeouf.
I know exactly who that is.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. 100%. Whoops. I need to create a new.
I'm gonna put my next drop I need as generic Italian music.
Oh my God! If it's yeah, we need a bazooki in here, I guess, or whatever it's called. Oh my! Did it not? It didn't download to where I expected it to.
You're doing what I did.
There it is. There we go. As we wait for things. Has it? Yeah. No problem, bro. Gotta keep it entertaining.
Hold on, is it up?
There we go. Somebody touching my spaghetti. There you go. I'm sure you'll be proud of seeing that. Give it a moment.
I don't. There it is. Alright, time to race.
Oh, I guess I should go ahead and
they are off.
Cut away from that.
Hades taking a command and lead early. Wow.
Yeah, Hades having a
what in the latency?
Yeah, latency going. No, I'm gonna pretend he's in the grass. No, he's not. He's doing fine.
I'm a lawnmower.
Choo choo. Wait, no, that's not the sound a lawnmower makes. Ooh, Swaggin managing to slip briefly past Mac. Finds himself slipping back a little bit. This might turn out to be a bit of an interesting race. Hades pushing himself. Oh.
That was Hines and Bear.
Ah.
And what? He jumped. He bunny hopped.
Yeah, I think Jixbuff got caught up in that one as well. Oh, my.
I don't want to deal with all of these, protests. There's going to be a lot.
Gentlemen, please don't protest this week. It's not our fault. It's the internet's fault. Blame Zuckerberg. Leave us alone.
Yeah, 95% of what you're going to hear is, that was the internet's fault.
Yeah. Not even gonna lie, like I literally, like I look at all of it and I go, I can't fix that. That was the internet sucking. I don't have an argument. I have nothing I can do.
Blame Zuckerberg
Blame
and move on with life.
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
Lordy.
I can't use the nickname for him on stream that I want to use, but just use your imagination.
Yeah. I wonder what letter you'd put at the front of that word. Oh.
Today's stream is sponsored by the letter F.
Oh. That has absolutely nothing to do with what I was just saying.
Well, it's what I had to say, but in reality, it is sponsored by Motor Orangutan. Thank you again to Wes and his crew.
Wop wop.
Our sponsors have nothing to do with the lag issues.
It is not their fault. We will never blame it on them. Well, except for maybe Rocha. We might blame Rocha.
You beat me to the joke.
We love you, Rocha. That's why we give you so much shit.
I don't want to curse it, but it looks like things have gotten a little better latency-wise.
Ooh, yeah, for the moment. Oh, never mind. I'm watching some twitchiness there. Yeah.
Yeah. Hades with a pretty commanding lead.
Oh, yes, Swagon's not letting off of him. Mac going ahead and giving Swagon some... he's kind of chasing him down.
Yeah, it's not often we find Mac in third.
Yeah, but that being said, I mean...
That being said is your version of To Be Fair. To be fair. That's another drop. I need To Be Fair. Yeah, if we don't like you, we just ignore you. Oh, for sure. I'm impressed. Yeah. Looks like Two Plane took care of his long lap penalty.
Yep, switching back
You
to the
didn't even
multi-view
know
here.
he had one, did you? Rude. Oh, that was big latency.
Ooh, that makes me very sad. But that is Coco twitching around in front of Oddball here. Oddball not letting go of it. Smokey mentioned he's happy with his Moto 3 lap times at Coda. Well, make sure that you can convince him to let you race there.
Yeah, no joke, right?
Yeah, dude, come on. Yeah, Spanky is, Spanky kind of quick. This entire front of this pack is nothing but quick. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at everybody on the field going, yeah, there's nobody slow out there. Jane,
Yeah.
what I will say is Jane, after his last showing, a little bit slower than I expected.
I don't know. Well, he did take care of a long lap penalty.
Yeah,
so
yeah. That is fair.
he's having a tough night.
Yeah. Hey, it happens. That's part of the reason we do an entire season instead of just one race.
One race will decide it all.
No hockey. Oh, okay. Apparently Smokey plays hockey as well. Good choice of sports. I
You get to beat people with a stick. I'm about it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It's a sport I kind of wish I'd gotten to play, but I just wound up playing soccer instead. Though I did get to do some indoor soccer, which you play on what's essentially a hockey rink with turf on it.
No ice, no cur.
Ooh, no, I got news for you, dude. I don't know how many times I got put in the boards just as hard as you would in hockey with no pads. None whatsoever. Oh, my God. Hines slipping up under Medusa. He'll be happy about that one. That was a good, solid pass. Medusa just
went a little wide.
Oh, no! Wow, I suspect that one will be under review. That was kind of messy.
We're gonna get a protest on that, and we're gonna have to look at what everybody's screens looked like on that.
Yeah.
That was
oh god, this week is gonna suck so much in reviews, bro.
my initial impression is that Hines did kind of cause that one, but
I don't know.
That was just from the one view I saw.
Yeah. I don't know how much he could have done to prevent that, to be honest.
Yeah,
he was coming back onto the line, and the bottom line is rider behind generally has responsibility, unless it's really
but
clear.
He was also off the line.
Yeah, but even if he was coming back onto it, unless it's really clear that he had responsibility for that, but that's going to be a hard one to call. We'll have to take a look.
Yeah, I mean it's not a track day; it's a race. So if he was technically being passed.
Ooh, a little bit of touch there between Jade and one-handed. Oh, J-Man, you just tuck it back in. Again, so much of what's happening this evening. I'm like, I'm suspecting a lot of latency doing things tonight.
Yeah, this is
dodgy. This is dodgy. There's no other way to put it.
I'm gonna leave it at the sigh. That's what I'm gonna leave it at.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little sketch this evening, all evening. Mac back in 7th, which is a real surprise to see.
Oh, what the hell? That ain't right. Look at him repping that number 1 plate.
Meanwhile, you can see here from Coco's view, since we currently, we're lacking a couple of views I'd like to have. I think we don't have, we don't have at the moment. Yeah, we don't have Spanky or Swaggin, I think. His controller died. I saw it. Did it?
Oh, that could make sense if Mac's controller actually died.
Wait, what happened to Swaggin here?
What do you mean? He's in 2nd place.
Why am I seeing FL?
That's lap.
That's okay. I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
Yes, for that one, yes, you are.
I am. I'm dumb. I'm sorry that display wasn't on the previous version of the game. Actually, this is our 2nd race doing this one.
Did Hines just pit in and crash while pitting in? What's he doing?
I am not sure.
Is he just retired?
I do not know. Ooh, that was really wide by Coco. Hines just left the party. I'm not sure what's going on there.
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out later.
We'll follow up with him in about 3 laps.
Yep. Yeah, I'm still getting used to some parts of the display in the new game. Not entirely used to it yet.
Yeah, it's a little different for sure.
Yeah, it's like, what? Oh, okay. All right. Not quite as dumb as I look, but I might be.
Sure.
Alrighty, as we start the penultimate lap. I actually caught that one right at the beginning of it because I was paying attention. Nice. I need that sound. Maybe has something to do with the crash? I don't know. I am not sure. We will see what happened there. Also, I mean, technically, Hines is not in running for any prizes, so not as big a deal if he quits out.
He is in the running to steal points, though, which is like his favorite game.
Yeah.
His only game, technically.
Schwagen, meanwhile, sitting up in second, trying to chase down Hades, and he's doing really well, but just not catching him. Oh, I didn't see the join back. I was too busy looking at the standings.
I don't know about that because his wife's stream never dipped.
I'm not sure what's going on
possible,
there.
I suppose.
Now, he has rejoined his camera. So, might have lost connection. There's been plenty of latency from everybody this evening.
If the game tried to put him in the pits because of that and then crashed him in pit lane, I'm going to laugh way too hard.
He might have been pointed at the pits when he lost connection. It would just be hilarious. Kind of amazing, but kind of hilarious.
No, it was like trying to steer through pit lane and just ran him straight into the wall.
Oh my god.
What happened to Medusa?
There was a wreck early in the race, I believe. And he is falling
Did he just
back.
pull over and give up?
He might have with how fast he's falling back at this point.
Well, Matt, we can't help you with protests if you just give up.
Yeah. It's kind of like, well, bro.
Yeah, I gotta be honest.
I can't do much for you there, man. It has been a rough evening for everybody, though. The latency has been a nightmare. I am not going to be surprised, but a lot of people are very frustrated. I know we're going to see some protests, but the bottom line is, man, this evening it's going to be really hard to make calls.
I mean, this is, of course, a preemptive and in no way actual determination, but we might not even be able to count points for this round.
Yeah, I mean, oh, God. This is a shit show, if I'm being honest.
We might just have to call this nil, you know?
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, that's like I said, in no way actuality at this time. Ooh.
I don't know. I may begin to view weather the same way I view, or excuse me, I may begin to view latency the same way I view weather. You know, I couldn't help it. Couldn't change it. Oh! Wow! That was I'm not sure what I think about what just happened there.
Which thing were you talking about?
What I was looking at on my screen, it looked like we had a tuck up under. Oh my gosh. I think the auto just wrecked.
Yeah, it's doing that.
Holy crap. What an evening. Oh, wow.
Oh, we have a lot to review. Oh, we have a lot to review. You know, a lot of things are screwed up, but you know what's not screwed up, Chris?
What's that?
Our sponsor,
Yes.
Motorangutan.
Yes, that is true.
Actually, technically, they are too with the broken window. So,
don't do that to them.
that's not their fault.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't do that to them. So anyway...
I appreciate all of y'all.
We will say, we will say thanks to our sponsor for MotoGP, that is Motorangutan. with awesome deals on motorcycle gear, bicycles, brand new badass bicycles, and all kinds of service for them, and used motorcycles as well. So that is it for this evening. That is our last race of the evening. We had technical issues out the ass.
I have a question about hair technical issues. Why does Hades have a Hitler cut?
Why? Why?
Tell me that's not what that is. Tell me that's not what that is.
Why? Just why? Why?
Dude, I don't make the rules.
Stop. Stop. Anyway. Good God. Oh, anyway, rough evening. Lots and lots of latency. Everybody's still racing, still getting through it. We are probably going to have a few little things to deal with after this evening. A bit of a mess. But thank you, viewers, for being around. Thank you, everybody, for commenting. God. Why, Smokey? Why do you have to acknowledge it?
I started something.
Oh. I hate everything about this.
I have no regrets.
No regrets. Regrets. No regrets. Yes. Anyway. Thank you, racers, for this evening. I apologize that Nick cannot seem to say things that don't make me sad.
Look at the photo! Come on.
There's nothing to do about any of that. Anyway, thank you, audience, for sticking around despite the technical issues this evening. Thank you, racers, for sticking around despite the technical issues. Hopefully next week we will have less of those. And everybody showed up despite the fact that we had to cancel last week. So I appreciate that of them as well. We will be back next week. Oh my God, where are we next week?
I'm gonna hang you out to dry on this one.
Why? You don't know either, do you?
I totally know, man.
Yeah.
I definitely know.
That's what I figured.
But do you know?
You piece of shit.
Brett Circuit of the Americas, boys.
I just looked it up.
I was pulling it up as we talked.
We were racing.
And we're both pulling it up here. So yeah, we'll be at Coda next week, which, hey, we were there last week too, technically. I know.
Home track.
Your announcers don't know shit. I need to keep more of the data around. Yeah, we're kind of looking forward to that. We kind of know that track a little bit. A little bit. But
There's
anyway.
only 20 corners. There's not much to know.
Yeah. It's simple. Nothing to it. It's just a drag race. That's all it is.
Part of it is.
Yeah. The part where you cut people off in Moto 3.
Oh, God.
This is not an endorsement of cutting people off in Moto 3 next week. Please don't do that, gentlemen.
We don't endorse horrible dictator haircuts nor cutting people off in Moto 3.
Oh, my God.
All right. I'm sure we have angry people to go answer to.
Yes. So, I appreciate everybody watching this week. We will see you same time next week. Hopefully, it will not take so long to get through the races.
Christ.
Hopefully, it won't take so long to get through the races.
Are you professional or not?
No. I keep answering this the same.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. I answer the same every time.
Bruh.
Yeah. I will see you guys next week. Thanks a lot for watching. Dear Lord.